Well, despite the news not being hype or anything, I still gotta cover it because I am the news guy, or at least I try to be. And so let's get into some news. So this is probably, I'm just gonna say straight up, this is probably one of the most skippable banners of the year, especially with a certain holiday coming up very soon, and you guys already know. And then you guys already see the big red flag where it's guaranteed at the end there for these, so you can already see how that's gonna be. And would it surprise you that they didn't get any buffs? Well, they didn't. And so, like, there's no appeal to any of these units at all. I feel like they were just made just to be made and not with any actual intention of them being good. Don't really understand how they can even afford to do that. Just, you know, throw away bad units and call it a day, but they did it on JP especially. It was like, you guys already, if you guys already saw my review on these units on the JP side, you already know my thoughts on them. But no buffs, and also we're missing one of them, Maria. For some reason, she's being excluded. So now we have to be subjected to 2 weeks of this stuff. I don't understand why they're delaying. Like they're making all these delays. I don't understand. Like they're not rushing to get to Neo Vision Plus or anything. I guess that's, for some people that might be a good thing, because like some people are just sick of all the rushing. But like at the same time, who's gonna pull for these? Like, even if you wait for my review, you already know what it's gonna be. Like, who's gonna pull for these characters? Even someone who may be a fan of these games, I know for a fact that these characters don't really have like names or personalities really in their games. Like they're just, it's more like a D&D RPG almost. Like in Final Fantasy 1, for example. So I don't really understand why they didn't get any buffs, especially because they are both really bad. Maybe there'll be some kind of secret buff or something. That's huge copium, but of course they'll drop this vision card, which is very good. We'll be looking at very soon. Of course they'll put some the replica lapis in there, and then this is a huge experimentation they're doing here. They have this pain STMR on the 3rd step. Why would anyone do this still? Like, the card is very good. The card is very, very good. But as I say all the time, there's a lot of stuff coming, and this is pretty expensive just for a card. If you're a whale, of course you're gonna get this because it's a very good card. On JP, you get this card randomly, of course. On Global, you got to spend a lot of lapis to get it. So that's how that works. I guess that's pretty good for new players. Getting, you know, XP and gold or gil by 100%. I guess that's pretty good for new players. But all of that making me sleepy because how boring it is. But yeah, that's what we're doing this week. Alright, so certificate event. Not much to say about that. And at least most people will have Final Fantasy 3 characters. That's Firion. So hopefully you'll have a whole bunch of bonuses for that. And Onion Knight is getting his crowns. That's cool, I guess, right? Not a very good vision card because it's only 130, so like, I still don't know why JP even makes these cards, but they do. And here's the card which is good, 170 attack and magic, of course. And the water category gets 500 flat attack and defense instead of magic. It's like a really good card. But it's hidden behind a huge step up, whereas like I mentioned on JP, that's just gotten randomly. So I've got quite a few of them on JP, so not really sure why they gatekeep that, but then they allow you to have the Earth card randomly on Global now. So I suspect that the Wind one, which should have already come out a long time ago, will also be one of those random cards you can get as well. It is what it is. And then we already know what this is gonna be. Like, they might as well just have this be like Halloween themed art, because we already know it's gonna be the Halloween unit, whatever it may be. And then maybe Lilith buffs, Copium, maybe some Lilith buffs. She's still good, but it would be nice to get her some buffs, but at this point, I don't know if I'm still gonna hold on for a little bit longer to see if any IAs will show up for a bigger celebration like the Halloween celebration, but I don't know. We haven't seen IAs in a long time at this point, and I just don't know. I don't see it happening, but I'd like to see it happen at the same time. Kind of like hopeful and kind of not so hopeful at the same time. And don't get too excited about this picture. It's not more shards. You just get some replica lapis in here. So make sure you do. I mean, you're already doing this anyways, but it's just a little bonus, I guess. But not in addition to any shards, unfortunately. Copium leader skills. Onion Knight's buffs. He gets a lot of buffs, that's for sure. His attack is a lot higher. He gets a lot more attack, especially under a leader skill that he fits under. You can actually get quite a lot of attack. For a Neo Vision Awakening, surprisingly, it actually becomes very good. I still feel like the buffs that the CN version got are still better. It makes him way better of a chainer. His crowns are just okay. It just gives him a lot of attack. Like his attack will be very high, but other than that, he's just an okay damage dealer. But if you go back and look at my CN video for Onion Knight, like the buffs that he got were actually insane. And if he got crowns on top of that, he would probably still like be in the top 20 damage dealers at least. With these crowns, he's like, you would never use them probably still unless you're like free to play and you don't have any other options still. So it is what it is on that. And then finally, I think it's finally. Oh, there's still one more slide before this. Okay, so we got the shop here, and you can get you can both of them. But should you wait until Thursday? I guess maybe there'll be some secret buffs that they'll put on them, but because they really needed them, so hopefully they do something with this banner that's other than just being guaranteed, because that's not good enough for these characters. So there's that, and then the login is the 30 shard meme. Do a little bit of firion fragments apparently, and you only get 10. Like what's this? Maybe I haven't looked at this very closely recently, but what is this? Just giving him. It's like they improved the 30 shard meme. Now there's the 10 shard meme. What is this? What? Oh, okay. Here's 15 for you guys. Okay, I didn't see that. So there's 15 here, and then there's 10. So you can do with what that as you will. I guess that's a and if you already have them at EX3, that's a small addition to the EX4 pool that you may be having in the future, where it costs 5 shards to get more stats. So at least that'll help you out a little bit, I guess. If you already have them at EX3, if you don't already have them at EX3, well, then what are you doing? What have you been doing with your life? Anyways, what do you guys think about all this news here? There isn't much to say. Like I always try to be like some kind of like optimistic or positive about certain things that come out in the game, but when it comes to this band, I can't be. I really can't be. So that's it. What do you guys think? See you in the next video. Whatever that may be. Peace.